of down to 60 thousandths or 1/16 of an inch, all the way up to 1/2 inch. Strips typically enter the mill at very low speeds and can exit the mill anywhere from 30 miles per hour and accelerate all the way up to 40 miles per hour as it is leaving the mill. Our finishing mill stands are made up of 7 finishing mill stands, F1 through F7. We have 3 pneumatic loopers that are in between our first 3 finishing stands, and 3 hydraulic loopers that are in between our last finishing stands. The advantage of the hydraulic loopers is quick reaction for gauge control and tension control of the strip. Additionally, we control the shape or flatness of the strip exiting our finishing mill. This is also measured by our new instantaneous profile gauge along with a very modern laser shape gauge. This feedback from the gauge is fed back into computer control systems which control roll bending on our last 3 stands. These stands are equipped with 135-ton roll bending, which actually physically bend the work rolls in the mill to control flatness of the strip. After the strip leaves the finish mill area, it goes down our runout table section where it is cooled by 10 runout table spray banks. This is done in order to achieve proper metallurgical properties before coiling. After that, the strip traverses down the table and is directed down into a coiler chamber where it is cinched onto a mandrel and wound up into coil form. At this point, after coiling, the coil can be stripped off of the mandrel and automatically upended onto a conveyor system. From there, the coil can be pulled for coil inspection for quality purposes. After that, the coils are weighed and the weights are automatically logged. Next, they are banded, and finally they are marked and sent off to our customers, the finishing end and the cold mill, for further processing.
Welcome to the finishing division. The finishing division consists of the picklers, tandem mill, annealing, hot dip coating line, temper mill, and finishing and shipping. Raw material is received in the form of hot rolled coils. These coils are then pickled to remove the scale and cold reduced to the customer's ordered thickness. Cold reduction causes the steel to be brittle, so it must be annealed and temper passed to restore the desired properties, flatness, and surface. In addition, the coils can be coated at our state-of-the-art hot dip coating line. Our major customers for both cold roll and hot dip application are automotive, construction, appliances, containers, and service centers. Some of our most critical applications that you might be familiar with are roofs, hoods, and doors for automobiles, water heaters, washers and dryers, and electrical panels. Often, the people in the finishing division are the last set of eyes on the strip before it reaches the final customer. So quality is a key focus that we design into our process and systems. Thorough inspection is critical to ensure that we meet the customer's quality standards. Inspection standards are developed based on each customer's individual order requirements. The finishing division sets tough, continuous improvement quality goals, and we strive to integrate specific customer requirements into our process. We have world-class people and equipment serving world-class customers.
Here at the start of the finishing mill, we have 2 80-inch continuous picklers. We're running 2 types of products, being cold roll and hot roll pickle. Starting at the process at the beginning of the pickle line, we'll crop the head and tail ends in preparation for welding them together to remove the scale and make the strip flat using an 80-inch bliss mill and an acid hydrochloric bath maintained at 6.5% to 7.5% and at 190 degrees to 195 degrees temperature. After the steel is pickled and cleaned, we move on down to the shearman station where he will set up the width to the customer's specifications. He'll then cut out any defects he might find and send it on to be oiled and recoiled and then shipped to the customer.
Here at the 5-stand tandem mill, which is a computer-controlled mill, we use 3 X-rays to measure center line gauge, a shape roll after the last stand to monitor shape flatness. Here in the pulpit, we monitor how the computer is controlling the mill, and during the process of reducing a strip, I like to think of it as rolling cookie dough and a taffy pull to reduce the strip to customer specifications. And once it exits the mill here, the strip is too hard for customer use, so it has to go to downstream processing to get the right specs for customers in use.
In the annealing department, we handle full hard tandem reduced coils from the tandem mill, and we anneal them in one of 3 ways. We stack them eye up in heats and batch anneal. We run the material on the continuous heat treat line, and we also bring it to the hot dip galvanizing line. We process. The hot dip line runs the majority automotive material for the automotive customers in the industry. Initially, the coils are charged into the hot dip line, and they are cleaned to remove any iron fines on the material. Then the strip comes into the annealing furnace, where it is annealed to peak metal temperature to get the formability characteristics the customer desires. The material then is ran through the zinc pot. It'll be coated to a specific coating weight depending on the customer's requirements. The strip is then cooled down to ambient temperature. It is rolled at the temper mill to maintain a flat shaped strip. We then also have the capability of tension leveling the strip. The strip then can go through the chemical treat section of the line, which we can have the ability to phosphate or chromate the strip depending on the customer's requirements. It'll then go through a final inspection where we're able to inspect both sides of the strip. We run the material through our oiler to oil the material to our customer's requirements, and then we deliver the product in one of our 2 tension reels.
Right here is the 80-inch temper mill, and what we do here is when we receive the coils from batch anneal, they're what we call dead soft. And we put a temper on the steel. We'll also put a matte finish on it. We'll cut it to the right weight. We'll give it the right kind of oil that the customer wants, whether it's trade oil, regular trade oil, or pre-lube. Then we'll either ship it out or we'll send it to another line for re-inspection. Our exposed automotive we take more time with. We'll run an inspection pup, roll it out on the table over there, and check 50 or 100 feet to make sure it's perfect before it leaves this mill.
This is packaging and shipping. When a coil reaches our floor, our priority is to package that coil according to customer specifications. We have several that the customers can choose from. Some customers prefer that the coil have a metal ring. Other customers prefer that it have a plastic ring. Some of our customers prefer that the coil be sent out in bare form with just the ring, or other customers prefer, if it has a longer journey to go, that it be wrapped in plastic and paper, as is this wrap line behind me. Once a coil is wrapped on our packing floor, it is then transferred by a tractor into our shipping warehouse. The coil is then stored in that warehouse until the customer has a desire for that particular coil. Once this happens, the crane picks that coil up and places it on a barge, on a rail car, or on a tractor trailer. Our priority here in shipping and packaging is to maintain the quality of that coil from the time it reaches us until it reaches the customer.
Hello, my name is Paul Gibson, President of Local Union 6787, United Steelworkers of America. During negotiations, I think one of the best selling points, our union being represented, International Steel Company being well represented, the common ground that was found, especially when we speak about the Burns Harbor facility, is the talent, the education, and the valuable asset that would be reflected in the employees of the Burns Harbor facility, who also are members of this local union. That in itself makes me extremely proud.
I thank you for taking the time to watch our presentation here today. I hope that you are as excited about our organization as I am. I do also thank all of the men and women who took the time to help us develop this presentation for all of you. If you are one of our many employees, please take pride in what we have here. If you are one of our customers, we thank you for your loyalty and your support.